So I poured the mixture onto the pile, which was quite large, so I used quite a lot. Oh, look at you listening to a podcast, finding some time for yourself.
Good on ya.
Good on you.
You bloody deserve this.
You do. Weird that you chose us to be in your ear holes, but fucking mint. Or your eye holes. You could be watching this on YouTube. We're on YouTube now.
There is some hole within your head that you are absorbing us currently.
Yeah, you're inviting us into whatever that one is. You choose. Welcome to Not For Radio. It will contain some swearing. We are your hosts, Duncan High, Jay Reeve. Plenty on the podcast today.
Yeah, I discovered a new fruit, at the age of 42.
Yeah, stop being on about it, mate.
Hey, fuck, I'm not gonna, because this is blowing my mind. It's delicious too.
Wait until the fucking recipe book comes out for that fruit. There'll be one coming the way he's going on about it. We're going to rip into some There's No One Else Like Me, crazy things that you've done. A lot of people getting impaled on things in today's There's No One Like Me.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Less than ideal. Whatever happened to the Hawk Tuah chick?
When Dr. Dre met Eminem and the magic that ensued, we've got a dog that's eating something that he shouldn't have for one of our war stories, and how to turn
the Human Torch.
That's all I was going to say. Yes! We're on! Enjoy the podcast.
Good fucking morning, you tasty little tater tot. Tits up, bitches. Go be the reason the devil is fucking nervous today. Today is a new motherfucking day. A new day to get out there and fucking shine. You're going to fucking inspire people today. The world is a beautiful fucking place. But you are a fucking vision. So fix your fucking crown and show the world what a badass motherfucker you are.
You are a vision.
Yeah.
Fix your fucking crown. Let's go.
Whoever's writing those, and obviously it's AI-generated voice or whatever, fuck, they're good, eh?
We haven't had one for ages, so it was nice to hear one of those again.
You could get one of those as an alarm clock, I reckon.
Oh, fuck
just
yeah.
a different one every morning. There it is. Another $1 million idea. You're fucking
Just pump in
welcome.
your keywords. Be like fucking, we do a radio show and a podcast and be like, you're going to be the greatest radio show announcer today. Fuckface, let's go. You'll be like, yeah, I am.
and then have a random word generator that puts something in there. It's like if you've got unicorn. Go and fucking give it the fucking horn.
Yeah. Just quickly, had a message from Tyler Warner. He's fucking been listening for ages. He's awesome. And couple of things. He's given us a must-watch, which is called Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. Reckons it's fucking hectic. And also said this. I know you probably hear this a lot, but I think I might have a story that will really make Jay come unstuck. You'll be fine on this one, I think.
All right.
But still worth a mention.
Haven't eaten anything today, really, except for a couple of fucking little croissants this morning.
The trucking company I work for does B-doubles of medical waste in refrigerated trailers, which is big tubs full of medical waste, including all the discarded surgery items, as well as amputated parts. One day someone forgot to turn the refrigerator trailers on.
Oh.
If this doesn't work, we also discard out-of-date milk, but for some reason they don't use refrigeration trailers for that. Imagine that, popping the lid on a 44-gallon drum full of fucking body parts.
I wonder where it goes, though. Like, what are they doing?
Burn it, surely. Do you reckon they just dump it?
Well, I don't know. More detail, please. The milk, and even the milk, like, out-of-date milk probably would go to, like, fucking piggeries or something. They love that shit. They
probably don't love it, but they just eat whatever's in front of them.
They love it. They fucking love it. We used to have these
You
big
give them a
vats.
Sunday roast, though. They'll probably like that more.
Mate, I've seen pigs eat bacon. That's fucked up. It's fucking pretty crook.
Did you cook it for them?
No, I didn't fucking feed it to them. Like, I'm a fucking horrible... I'll fucking tell you who it was. His name... Nick fed them the bacon because that's his fucking name. Yeah, miserable prick.
How many animals eat their own? Even snapper, when you're fishing for snapper, they don't really like going at each other. Like you chuck it like a snapper frame out into a bunch of snappers, they'll kind of got it, but there's something off for them. They're like, nah. Yeah,
probably the fucking head that's still attached to them. Going, fuck. Yeah, there's heaps that eat their own. Well, I watched another thing last night, just as we're going into duck shooting season here in New Zealand. Watched a fucking family of pukekos basically fucking knock over 16 ducklings in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but at least pokes are native.
Are they?
Where else are they from?
Oh, fuck knows. Are they native?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, how can you shoot them then?
Because they're pests. There's too many. If they're... like
You can't fucking shoot natives. Well, they can't be that fucking...
No, that,
I know.
There's a certain time. Remember we talked about this like a
Yes.
few months ago. There's like a certain time of the year in certain areas where you're permitted
Regulate
to
the
do
population.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but you need a license
Yes.
during the season. What a weird... Anyway, let's move on. Let's do a war story.
Okay.
I'm up first today.
Reload and focus. Another war story inbound.
This from Cooper. G'day, fellas and fellettes. My name is Cooper, and I've been a sniper from the fucking beginning. I love this pod. So this yarn is about the time I decided to cook myself while lighting a bonfire at work. I love the intros to these. You just go, what have we got here?
Just a quick, just TLDR, fucking blew myself to smithereens in the bonfire.
Let's go. I'm a truck driver, and at the time I was at a job that used me as a bit of a yard hand running around doing odd jobs. It was a windy day when I was tasked with burning some rubbish that was cluttering up the yard at the time. I was told by the boss to use petrol and diesel, mix it, and then throw it on to light the fire. I'd done this many times before on the weekends with mates having a few beers around a bonfire at home, so I didn't think today would be any different. So I poured the mixture onto the pile, which was quite large, so I used quite a lot. And then
It's just a pure bonfire measurement. Ooh, fucking big pile. That's 20 litres, I reckon.
And your mates are always going to go, chuck a
folds
bit
you.
more on there.
Yeah.
Chuck a bit more on there. So I made a trail away from the pile to use when I lit it. I obviously didn't wait long enough after pouring the mixture to light it, because once that baby was lit, all I saw were flames around me. Fuck. And the wind blew the vapour all around me, and I went up. While I was getting cooked to perfection, I then decided to run in the opposite direction and then realised I've done myself a mischief. When I looked down at my right leg, I saw my skin had melted off, and all I could smell was burning hair and cooked skin.
Fucking hell.
I walked from the fire to the workshop, which is about 200 metres, and I spoke to one of the mechanics, and he said I looked like shit and smelt like it too. Just helping, not helping, eh? That's when I decided to get in the shower, and one of the office girls called 000. When I was in the shower, the operator asked me if my tongue was swelling up or not, because if it is, that meant I had breathed in flames. And if so, they would send me a helicopter to me. But luckily, I didn't, but I definitely wish I did, because that would have been sick if I got to go in a helicopter. I wouldn't remember much because I was in the ambulance and they gave me 2 green whistles and I was high as a fucking kite. Once at the hospital, they had to scrape the remaining skin off the burns, which are over the right-hand side of my body. For this, I got gas, but let me tell you, it didn't do anything to help the pain of someone peeling off your skin. I spent a week there in the burns unit, had surgery to scrape off even more skin and apply, a pigskin membrane to the burns to help with healing. It's safe to say I looked a little crispy for a while, especially since I burnt my eyebrows and my eyelashes off. I have since recovered and healed extremely well. I just have to be a little bit careful in the sun now.
Because your pig skin goes up. Fuck, man. It is...
The photo I sent, as well as just my right leg, about a week into recovery. Oh, yeah, that looks fucking raw. Nah. Should I hold that up for the screen?
Yeah, fucking get a bit of that in you. Oh, wee.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal, Neil. I mean, Cooper. Great work. War story number 2.
Reload and focus. Another war story inbound.
This one from William in Scotland, under the category of illegal pet activity. Ooh, fucking hazard a guess as to what this is about. All right, lads and ladettes, William from Scotland here. Me and the missus love the podcast. Bit of a yarn for you regarding my mother-in-law's drug-abusing dog.
Drug-abusing dog. Wow, what's the drug of choice going to be?
Well, fucking let's see. To set the scene, the mother-in-law lives all alone in a countryside cottage with her beloved 13-year-old terrier, Shug. Shug the Dug, as we call it. You guessed it, because that's his fucking name. Over the past few months, while visiting the old dear, we noticed Shug was getting a bit wobbly on his feet and struggling to get up. Due to his age, we thought he may be not long for this mortal coil and could soon be whistling off. It was getting to the stage where Shug was shitting all over the carpet and we had to talk with the mother-in-law about having to put him to sleep if he got any worse, as we didn't want the wee man suffering. I just want to read it. As we didn't want the wee man suffering. Last month, we were up visiting her and Suge again, doing the dutiful thing. I let him stumble outside. Better be shitting outside than inside on the carpet, I reckon. By chance, I was standing at the kitchen watching the wobbly wee fucker wander up.
The visuals.
Wander up to the back of the garden. Once he got there, it looked like he was guzzling into something. So the manly thing to do is investigate what the old dear's dog is at. Lo and behold, the wee fucker was at the mushrooms. That's right, the fucking magical kind. All these months, he's been off his fucking tits on mushrooms.
Wow. Who knew you could have so many mushrooms you shit yourself?
Been there. Mushrooms swiftly got dug out of the garden. Couldn't have word getting round that the mother-in-law was setting up a new drug den. Suge had to go cold turkey for his...
Imagine taking mushrooms for months on end.
Fuck.
Like, that's
Exciting.
heroic doses for
yeah.
a dog. A dog will be having fucking a couple of those at a time.
Easy. I reckon he'd be pigging. Like full pig. Off his fucking head he'd be. Imagine what the world looks like for a dog on shrooms.
Fuck, I'm not surprised he was wobbly.
He sits, he's shitting himself with a whole bunch of fucking demons crawling all around the walls. Mushrooms swiftly got dug out of the garden. We couldn't have word getting around the mother-in-law was setting up a drug den. Suge had to go fucking cold turkey from his self-induced constant high. But after a week or two, Sugar's off like a young thing and is in fact not on his deathbed at all. Hope you have enjoyed Up the Waz.
Up the Waz.
From fucking Scotland, Up the Waz.
One of the great former Warriors, Richie Barnett, on the show, 3:10 on the radio show today, if you're going to be tuning into that.
He's a
how's
lad,
this? We should bring this up with him. So on the way in, how lazy is this? I was like, because we just got to talk about the Warriors this year and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to remind myself of some of the stuff that Richie got up to. So Richie played for a few teams in the NRL, 2 years at the Warriors. He played the grand final with the Roosters and lost. And then he had a, later that year, or maybe it was the year after, had a horrific injury in an Anzac Day test. Do you remember this?
No.
I'd forgotten it as well. So he ran into Wendell Sailor, who calls himself the Black Ferrari. Like, he is a fucking unit.
Yeah, he's massive.
Just a big, bald, black ball of muscle.
Yeah.
Ran into him and had a head clash and broke his head. And I say head because he had multiple fractures all through his face and his skull.
Shit.
And he got 10 fucking plates put in his head. 10! And then he went over to the UK, and then his career kind of got cut short because he had like, what's that, fatigue syndrome? When you're severely fatigued all the time.
Yeah.
He's all right now, obviously. But fucking have a go at that. He's basically got Humpty Dumpty on the paddock.
You should, the carcass on the bloke. So he was doing like a swim series. Him, Rick Wells, the New Zealand triathlete. Remember Rick Wells? Remember Clash of the Codes?
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah.
I'm sure he was in Clash of the Codes, I think, Richie Barnett.
Yeah, he was.
What a fucking TV show that was. And apparently, I was talking to Rick about it because he's doing some work with I Am Hope. And I was like, you guys got the fucking pink uniform? Like, how the fuck did that happen? He goes, well, fucking, we're the only ones that are training. And so we're training all day and we turn up late to basically get the kit. And all the other colours have been picked. So
What's this for?
For Clash of the Codes. They had to wear like...
I don't remember them wearing uniforms.
Yeah, they wore like leotards every fucking event. Yeah. And so they got...
It was a quiz show, eh?
No, it was like they do all these different physical activities. So they'd do like, to show who was the strongest code. So they had like 2 male and 1 female competitor in each one. There's rugby league, rugby union, triathlon.
I did not
netball.
remember
Yeah,
that
it was
at
awesome.
all.
But yeah, so Richie's fit as fuck. They've been swimming like miles and miles and miles. I think they swam across Wellington, across Lake Taupo, like, did a whole bunch of shit. And I saw him at the Mount a few weekends back. And he was hanging out of his ass after fucking putting 200 Ks into the seat. But him and the boys have been up smashing pistol like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
And I saw him and it was like 9.
And he'd already done
And he'd already put
200K
200 under him.
on
Yeah,
a hangover. He wouldn't remember the first 100.
yeah, he looked fucking broken.
Great nudge. This next bit's a great bit. I've been looking forward to hearing this. I literally only listened to the first little bit. But this is the story of when Dr. Dre met Eminem. Have a go.
Eminem comes in this bright yellow fucking sweatsuit, hoodie, pants, everything. It's bright fucking yellow. you know? And I'm like, wow.
I'm looking at Dre like, dude, I see you on TV all the time. You're one of my biggest influences ever in life.
I'm like, man, listen, I think this shit is fucking incredible and I would love to work with you. And I had a studio in my house at the time, and I went and put some samples together, did a couple of things in the drum machine, and I invited him over.
Dre, you do a lot of recording here?
Yeah, most of the recording is done here. Nothing more comfortable than home.
I was like, man, listen, I put this sample together. Tell me if you like it.
You wanna hear one of my joints, man? Yeah.
And I hit the drum machine, and maybe 2 or 3 seconds went by, and he just went, hi, my name is, like, yo, stop. Shit's hot. That's what happened our first day and the first few minutes of us being in the studio.
Stop the tape. This kid needs to be locked away. Get it. Stop the Dre. Don't just stand there. Operate.
So he starts singing this hook, and I'm in love with it. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I got to go through my recording process. I think some cuts over the hook just to make it sound like it's a hook.
This is the greatest producer. I'm at his fucking house recording. I don't know shit about nothing. I just wanted to make sure that every beat that he played for me, I had a rhyme ready to go.
Hi, kids. Do you like violence? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids?
I'm seeing this is getting a reaction out of Dre, and he's laughing. He's not discouraging me from pushing buttons.
My brain's dead weight. I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out which Spice Girl I want to impregnate.
I'm blown the fuck away. It's just one of those things when you just know.
Oh
Do
my
you
gosh.
remember where you were when you first said that? I knew exactly where I fucking was when I heard that song for the first time. I knew who played it to me. I knew which class I was in. I knew exactly where I was sitting in that class.
Yeah. We've had this yarn before on the podcast.
Yeah.
Mine was the Discman going back from Sounds
Yes.
Music, and I sat there and listened to the whole album. It was fucked. I still go back and listen to it now.
Yeah.
Like, because that shook you to the core. You're like, holy fuck, you can't say that shit.
Yeah, man, it was heavy.
It was just the role play that he did all the way through it, the multiple voices and playing different characters, and it was just a completely new way of doing it. After listening to shit like West Side Connection, which is just like the most gangster rap you can listen to, and I thought that was pretty fucking hectic.
My boys are now at the age where they'll have, like new Eminem or is just way more chill. And then I was like, oh, you like a bit of Eminem, eh? Oh, fucking have a go. This is some of his original stuff. I was like, what? No, you won't be fucking listening to that.
That's Frank's favourite rapper, and he's 7, so now
man.
I have to try and find the radio edits to put it on, or it'll be on the radio. I'll be like, this is Eminem, because you're obviously not playing the hectic shit on radio, or it's, all the swear words are reversed out or whatever.
Yeah, man. Or even Dre 2001 as an album, when you listen back to it. We should do that. Fuck, at the very least, on Not For Radio, we should do our Rock 2000 picks or something like that. Give Me 5 model, I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to have to be on Spotify.
Yeah.
We get fucking absolutely slaughtered every time we play any music. I'm not surprised if that will get probably pinged.
Yeah.
Spotify's so hard out. It's like, well, if you're that hard out, why don't you start paying your fucking artists instead of worrying about the one stream we're doing? Jeez.
15 seconds.
Remember that Spotify came out and everyone's like, yeah, but they'll pay us. So like, they're like, we're just building the business model up. And then the idea was like in 8-10 years time, everyone was going to be making really good money, better than like Apple iTunes or whatever else was available for streaming back then. That didn't happen.
You've got to have some spins to get anything. But I mean, that being said, it's kind of like if you are any artist, like we put our shit on Spotify. It's their platform.
You got to be there
where everybody is. And if you're a band, it used to be, what was that fucking thing before Facebook called? MySpace. So MySpace was, when I first started MTV, was how we would find bands. Like how we would find bands to break them. So you'd go down these weird rabbit holes, like Cobra Starship and all those, like those real weird ones that then get popularities. So this is fucking a little bit of information on how the things used to work back in the fucking day. So there's a thing called CMJ, which is College Music Journal, and so College Music Journal was based basically in New York, and they would have every year they'd have the CMJ Fest, which is like 4,000 bands that would go and play there. Every single fucking band that you've ever heard has played CMJ. And that's how they became part of pop music.
Tom Petty played CMJ.
Yeah. So they turn up and they play all these gigs, and there's all these kids that travel from all across the States and and more recently the world, they would turn up and watch these bands play and get these fucking bands and then take that music back to their campuses and play them on campus radio. And then campus radio would then start to dictate what mainstream radio would be playing.
Yeah.
And so that's how it used to be, that you'd get you'd picked up at CMJ, played in college, then the big stations pick you up, and then you probably in between CMJ and the big stations you get signed by a label.
You would once you were popular on the college music stations, you would then tour around the college music. So you cut your teeth, and doing live music in front of and doing hundreds of shows in front of all the colleges, and that's how you get good. Fucking hard to be good live when you've had one song blow up on TikTok now.
There's artists that have talked about that. It's like you would go out and you know what it's like, particularly if you're in a band and something goes wrong, like a fucking lead fails or a speaker blows or fucking the microphone fucks out, whatever it is. You would have had that many times doing it that you can sort of adapt. And so you go from playing 5-person shows to fucking 50,000 or whatever it is. But now, like, who's that weird mumble rapper out of the UK? His fucking second ever gig was to like 100,000 people. Like, so from
that's not the one that does there's that great song Ren.
Nah, not Ren. No. It's one of the guy came out for Rhythm and Vines a couple of years ago. But one of those, once again, not my shit. But
random thought. What's the Hawk Tuah chick up to now?
Is she in prison?
Well, she had that fucking bit like her own cryptocurrency go pear-shaped, eh? She
got stitched on that a fucking treat, didn't she?
Okay, here we go. Indie 100's done a story on her. She returns after completely disappearing amid cryptocurrency. Rah. She's now returned to social media after going MIA following a crypto scandal. She's just posted some skit she's done.
Someone goes. Someone.
Oh shit! So when the Hawk token was published and heavily publicized, it quickly rose to a $490 million market. Her cryptocurrency,
and then they pumped and dumped it and left her fucking holding the can.
Absolutely tanked within hours and lost around 90.5% of its value.
Yeah, fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was the victim of a rug pull with snipers who buy the asset where it's cheaper and instantly sell when it's more expensive. She wouldn't have known what the fuck was up.
Nah, she had absolutely no idea. It was. I think it might have even been someone like Dr. Dre goes, "There's your 15 minutes, bitch." Like 15 minutes of fame.
I liked her.
She's cool, boy. Once again, like
give her more.
Yeah, once again, like she got pulled out of obscurity. It was hilarious. Then they found her, blew her up, and then instantly, mate, Thelma the Unicorn all over again. Haven't read that book? Fuck, you need to read it. Jesus Christ! You think you want something, then you get it. And fuck me, does it bite you in the ass?
I heard Gandhi once say to a man, "They're called jangles, not sandals, you wanker. This is not for radio."
I've got some. These have been sitting here for a while. Not for radio. There's no one else like me. Would you like some?
Yeah, I would.
You don't have any. I know you can see you looking at them being like, where is this?
I'll just got
if I did. Mine left over. Marie Hull split my lip nearly off, falling onto furniture, playing on my sister's high chair. Damon Langley fell onto a
Hey, what do you mean split it off?
Nearly off, she says, so it's hanging on.
Well, we were, as kids, I fucking will never forget this. You remember those hard plastic paddle tennis bats? They were quite thin. So we were playing after school, me and my mate Nathan Phipps were fucking battering this thing back and forward, and he had this disagreement with, I think her name was Rena, and she fucking frisbeed this thing in his face, and it hit him in the face and just fucking peeled him open. Like proper full mantis shrimp him, like just fucking like all the way up here. Like you could see up, like fucking way up his face.
Hey, Fipsy, can you blow up my bullet? No, you can't.
Oh, mate, it was so gnarly.
How's that yarn? I mean, I've talked about it before, but my sister looking after some kids and the kid jumped into the fucking ceiling fan and scalped itself. Don't know if it was a boy or a girl. Hectic. Speaking of, there's no one else like me. Damien Langley fell onto a wrought iron fence after drinking tequila. Friends had to lift me off.
Oh, yuck.
That'll do some damage.
That was a vibe back in the day, bit of wrought iron, eh? Jeez, get yourself a wrought iron chair, get yourself a couple of wrought iron animals.
Gee, have absolute pricks of things to paint without a spray gun.
Yeah.
Good luck to upcycling those. How do you say your name? No Panda Woodening. They didn't even sound like words.
You nailed it.
What's number 3? How would you say it? Jay's really good at this shit. Oi, hurry up. They need you on stage. Say the name.
Fuck off.
Number 3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck, told you.
Boy. Holy shit. Is that a macron or is that something on your screen?
They found a new language.
Biornu.
They found a new set of fucking keys.
Biornu. Penda Wardening.
Don't need to say with an accent, mate.
I don't think it's fucking English, is it? Jeez, that's a name. So just for those that are wondering what the fuck it is, Beorno with a macron above it. So it's like an elongated. So it's like 3 O's at the end. How do you say it, Chippies?
Oh, shit. She doesn't have it in front of her.
No.
Have a crack.
I like your attempt. You peaked.
Yeah.
Give it back.
There's a couple of interesting names coming up too.
Born from first cousins, no extra parts, just a standard 6 nipples. There's no one else like me. Sean Adams impaled myself on a garden stake suspended above the ground, had to slide off it. Fuck, why is there so many impaling ones? There's only been 2, but it feels like 50. Nardi Bum Bum fell into a toilet bowl, wedged foot deep in the U-bend, permanently injured knee and ankle. That is a fucking mischief. Funny there's a toilet bowl, her last name's Bum Bum. She probably won't find that funny.
Might be a he.
Could be. Gary Frank Campbell dipped a digger bucket on myself, rolled downhill, blew my brain fluid out my ear, now I'm partially deaf. There's no one else like me.
Fuck.
Harvey Ringrose swallowed homemade dart and inhaled it into the throat, required overnight hospital removal. What sort of dart do you think it was?
Blow dart.
Oh, yeah, okay. Jimmy Wilkinson shat during sex after a dodgy curry and left a mess on her bed. Oh, gosh. Jordan Burley flew to Cardiff for a rally, got drunk, failed to pull, slept in a bush outside the Hilton Hotel. What a fucking winner. What a great weekend. Dave Pratt passed out in a Portaloo, woke up to a massive vomit and mispooed on seat at a Metallica gig. Everyone cheered. Woke to massive vomit and missed poo on seat. Oh, yeah, so he tried to take a shit but missed it. Oh, yeah. Good on you, Dave. New best name. Do you want to do a would you before we sign off for the day?
Hello, lovelies. Ethel here. If you're looking for a podcast to give you a little giggle and make you feel good, then boy, do I have a treat for you. Nothing makes me gooey in the fork like the dulcet tones of J. Reeve and Duncan Hyde. Pull the curtains, pop yourself in a comfy chair, and lose yourself in a cloud of laudanum-like euphoria with Jay and Dunc on Not For Radio.
Yesterday on the show we were talking about a fruit that I'd never knew existed. It's called a banana passion fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And they are supposedly an invasive fucking noxious weed.
Yeah.
They make fucking delicious fruit. Why are we not capitalizing on the fact that these things are fucking delicious? Whether they're pests or not. Surely you can just fucking vine these bad boys up. Like there's Feijoa fucking hedges all over the place and no one gives a fuck about them. No one's eating Feijoas, really.
Well, it's a lot more bang for your buck in a banana passion fruit.
Totally.
Should we ask Pie?
Where is it originally from?
Oh, shit, some sort. Yo, just after some facts around the banana passion fruit, where are they originally from? I think it grows on a vine. And also, why are they considered a pest here in New Zealand? Haven't used old Pie for a while.
Welcome back. What's been the problem, Duncan Hyde? You've been giving
Sure. Here's some information about banana passion fruit. Banana passion fruit, also known as Passiflora mollissima, is a vigorous vine that can grow up to 10 meters in length. It's native to South America, specifically Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. In New Zealand, banana passion fruit is considered a pest plant because it can grow aggressively and smother other plants, reducing biodiversity and disrupting ecosystems.
understandable. But just
more.
Sweet and edible, but it can also attract pest animals like rats, possums, and pigs, which can further damage the environment. Banana passion fruit produces pink tubular flowers throughout the year, which develop.
Anywho, they're fucking delicious. They are really, really delicious. And I can't believe that it took me 42 years to fucking have one.
I love it how fixated you get with something when you first find it's new. Jay's the ultimate shiny new toy, eh?
100%.
Jeez, imagine how much he must be talking about me to his missus when we first started working there. Yeah, Dunk's the greatest.
Actually,
so good.
That's what I was like, now you
Shall we invite him over right now? It's 3 a.m, Jay.
We've got an idea for a podcast.
Stop a radio. We're actually going to do it this time.
Snipers, ditch your dignity at the door. It's another round of Would Ya?
Well, last, we're going to finish up on a Would Ya, and then we'll chat about the weekend, I think. Would ya? You wake up and it's 20 years in the past. You're in your teenage body, but you remember everything from now. You can relive your life, fix mistakes, and use your future knowledge to get rich.
Nah.
But if you do, someone you love will have never existed, and you don't get to choose who. Would you do it?
Nah, I've done some horrendous shit and made endless mistakes, like financial fuck-ups galore.
I think if you went back knowing what you know now, you'd be a fucking wonder. You'd be like, all right, 20-year-old who thinks he knows the world.
Yeah, I thought I was that anyway at 20.
Yeah.
And so I can't, I don't know. I'm not a big, I wouldn't change shit, really.
No.
This is what we're here. We're fucking for this exact moment in time
all the mistakes we made made us end up here. We have made the right mistakes.
The reason why we are here is because of a series of mistakes that have been made in life.
Hard to replicate them again. Probably end up being successful. What are you up to? Oh, you're hosting this weekend at Symphony. Symphony, explain what it is.
So tonight, big event where Basement Jaxx, electronic act, big fan of their work. They will be performing to a Heineken select few, 500 people, and somebody at the party is going to fucking win themselves a trip to Amsterdam.
So Symphony isn't over 2 nights?
No. So tonight's kind of like pre-Symphony, and then tomorrow night, I think there's like 35,000 tickets sold or something to it.
What are you paying to get Basement Jaxx to play for 500 people? When's the last time they played for that many people, you think?
Fucking probably a while ago. It's Heineken. They just fucking roll deep.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night, Symphony, they've got I think it's the APO, the Auckland Philharmonic Orchestra, or there is an orchestra regardless, and then they are joined replicating classic dance music tracks with various musicians singing over backing vocals like Tiki Tane, P. Diggs from Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter, by the way, if you want to get into a band, they are fucking unreal.
They just have the greatest shows.
So much vibe.
Yeah, and they travel extensively across the globe. They're fucking awesome. Diggs is the man. By Sam, fuck, they're all awesome.
That'll be sick.
Yeah,
Dixie's going tomorrow. She was like, my mates didn't want to go to the hotel till like 4 or 5. I was like, fuck that. Can't you check in from 2? Go there at 10, spend fucking 4 hours in the pool.
Yeah.
And then drinking cocktails or whatever. And
where
then,
are they staying? At the
Langham maybe?
Yeah, the one up the top.
Yeah, I think so.
That's sick. That's got the crazy little spa thing that you go through and rub yourself with frozen fucking shaved ice and stuff.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's main. Fucking steam piss poolside. It's awesome.
She's a little bit dusty today, so anything that can add to her feeling, getting a bit of pep back in her step will probably help. She went out for a BYO last night. But got home at 12:30, not too bad.
Yeah,
but it bites.
Yeah, and it's my wife's staying at home tonight because it's a work gig, so I basically turn up. It's hard to work.
Can we all take a moment to pour out a bit of our drink for our dead homie over here who has to go to work at a dance gig with the Heineken?
It's merely.
Don't tell me you're going to have to drink Heineken as well.
Do you want me to, I'll read you the total script that I have. The total script. So,
because they know you. So if you send Jay a big fucking script for an event, Jay will be like, absolutely, I'll read that. I'll be right across it.
Yeah.
But you get a kick out of flying by the seat of your pants.
So this is my run sheet. Bear with me. It's quite lengthy. 8:30. Jump on the microphone. Thank everyone for coming. Introduce Basement Jaxx. John T will give you some key points. 2. Rev people up to enter the competition below. End.
Well,
How's
and
this
that's
go?
all they should give you too.
Yeah.
You talk for a living.
Yeah. So this is the trip. So it's a Heineken housewarming. So Heineken Silver is giving one lucky guest and their mate the chance to win the ultimate trip to Amsterdam, the home of Heineken, courtesy of Heineken Silver. The incredible experience includes flights, accommodation, unforgettable experience in the city where it all began. And just like Heineken Silver, entry is super fucking smooth, easy, simple, blah, blah, blah. Basically, take a picture while they're there, tag Heineken, and fucking thanks, mate. Half the people there work for Heineken, so that's half of them cut out straight away.
You got a 1 in 250 chance. If you take your partner, slightly better your odds, 2 in 250. What's that? 1 in 125 chance of going to Amsterdam.
Which is wicked. I've never been.
Yeah, great price. Good on your Heineken. That's cool.
Love your work.
By the way, new sponsor for the podcast starting next week. You'll hear that at some point, which is very exciting. Cannot wait to let you know who that is.
It's cool. Big international.
Yeah.
Fucking look out.
Here we go. Here we
The boys
go.
and girls have done good.
Someone done good. Wasn't us.
No.
Whatever you're up to for your weekend, have an absolute ripper. Hopefully it's mean. Hopefully you get to have some you time and maybe don't completely write the whole thing off. That's what I'm doing this weekend, and I don't think I'm going to drink after the big fucking shift at the stag do. It's been a while since I've had a clear weekend.
If you've made it through this far, fucking congratulations. But we'll also put the link in the show notes for the Dose Effect online course. It's 30 days free.
Ah, sick. Yeah, great.
Which will
make sense if you've listened to other podcasts lately. Jay's big fan of TJ Power.
Oh, mate.
Have a great weekend. Catch you Monday for the Sniper Elite. If you're not signed up to the Sniper Elite episodes, if you do sign up, wherever you get your podcasts, the back end's through our app for our company called Rover, and it's, I don't know, less than a price of beer a month, and you unlock about 200 and something other episodes. We're also on YouTube. We also have our Not For Radio sunglasses, which a few pairs of those left apparently. You can get amongst those. The link for that's in the show notes. But yeah, other than that, like I said, have a great weekend. We'll catch you on Monday for the Sniper Elite, or next Thursday for those that aren't Sniper Elite. Go well, go long,
and up the waz.
Up the waz.